Okay, welcome back, creatures of the night, as we begin the last man standing matches. We bring you all three last man standing matches that The Undertaker has participated in for the last month of 2022. And as there's no one I rather have along for this ride for these gimmick matches, as always, as he's been for I think this entire year. I think we began this year with these gimmick matches. Then my good friend from Twitter, Randy Turco, how are you doing today?
Good, sir. Good. We are the last man standing because you're right. We have started this at the beginning of the year, and now we're at the end of 2022, and we're still going. So I think we are the last men standing today,
I think we really are.
especially with this
Es-
first match, right?
Especially with this first match, as it is this was a chore to get through, as with any Great Khali match.
Right.
But it picks up with our second and third matches. So we have some things to look forward to here. And
I am decked out though in the Undertaker. For anybody watching, in the Undertaker light up sweater for the holidays.
you are.
So I'm ready to be decked out. And then we took my son Fitzy to his first WWE live event on Sunday
Ooh, how's that?
in Rochester, Minnesota, the bustling metropolis.
Mm-hmm.
And it was good. It was, house shows. I haven't been to a house show in a long, long time. And it was fun just to go and see how they do things now. And like now you can, I don't know if you were aware of this, but you can buy your merch swag from your seat with you click on a QR code that they show on the Titantron
What?
and you buy your stuff and then you say, I'll pick it up later. So you don't have to like get out of your seat. You don't have to like miss part of the show. It was pretty interesting because I only work TV, brother. I don't go to house shows anymore. But for the
House
kiddo,
shows don't work for me, brother.
right, yeah. And so we went for the kiddo, and it was a really good time. And he wanted to see his Usos, and so the Big Oos wasn't there.
No,
The Big Oos really doesn't work house shows,
he
brother.
really doesn't. They really
But
don't work for him, brother.
the Usos were there, so I bought the kid he's too little for like even kid shirts, like he's still toddler sized.
Mm-hmm.
So we did not get a shirt, but I bought the kid a foam finger bloodline, which he loved to wave at the bloodline. And he brought his championship belt. And then on a whim, I was like, hey, they've got bloodline dog tags. You can wear them like a necklace. And he was like, he's 4. So he's like, yeah, sure. And so we buy them for $15, mind you. This is the WWE merch stand, $15. And then we get to our seat and I'm like, he's loving the foam finger and I'm putting the dog tags on him. And he's like, I don't want to wear a necklace. And I'm like, but you just said but you said, and I spent $15 on it. So Steven, tonight I'm going to wear, because damn it, somebody has to, right?
I'm losing my shit over here.
I'm gonna wear the bloodline dog tags because I spent $15 and I got nothing to do with them. I don't know what to do.
Oh my God.
We had a good time though. It was a good show. He was a little bummed that the Usos lost to get to Kevin Owens and all the faces. They all teamed up in like a 6-man tag against Sami Zayn and the Usos. So his bloodline lost, but other than
Wow,
that,
that's shocking.
he had a very good time at the show. I think the main event was Seth Rollins and Austin Theory for the U.S. title. He
Wow.
was he was sick of it by then. He was because he wanted he's not used to staying up till 11 o'clock at night, and
Mm-hmm.
then so the show went 7 to 10. It went 7 to 10, and so after the Usos was intermission, and he was ready to roll. He was ready to go home, but I was like, no, buddy, there's 3 more matches, and then he was kind of like he enjoyed them, but not as much. I could tell he was getting antsy and tired and sick of it, and it's just a lot for him. So the minute we got him in the car, he was dead. That's the satisfaction of any parent, right? You pay a lot of money, you kill your whole day to show your kids this wonderful show, and then it worked if they die in the car on the way home. That's how it works.
Sure.
Right.
It's just
And
like it's just like a Disney World.
right. Yeah, exactly.
You know you've done good by when 2 o'clock they're dead. Ah,
They're,
you've done a
yes.
good job. Then you can enjoy the rest of the day without them, whining and complaining and everything else.
Right. With all the tickets and the merch that they didn't like and all that. I probably spent $300 on this nap, but it was worth it.
Yes, but you are decked out in the light up Undertaker sweater. I wore a Christmas colored sweater, but of
Sure.
course I forgot the Undertaker one, but I did wear it to my work ugly sweater party, which I won first prize in.
That's awesome.
So the Undertaker, of course, reigning supreme at my office sweater party.
That's
So
nice.
as always, you can't keep the dead man down. As we will see in all three of these matches here today, you just can't keep the dead man down.
Yes.
And we start off with the August 18th, 2006 edition of SmackDown, a SummerSlam type match that just quite didn't make it to the SummerSlam match card. As it was said that Vince was not high on putting another Great Khali match on the pay-per-view card. So Undertaker and Khali's Last Man Standing was relegated to SmackDown, and not the main event of SmackDown, the halfway point of SmackDown. As we will clock in here at 41 minutes out of an hour and a half episode, which totally surprised me. As I'm going through this, I'm going right to the main event here. And when I stop at the main event, I'm greeted with like Booker T and Batista and some promo. I'm
Yes.
like, whoa, what did I
Right.
miss? So I'm going back. Okay, it must be just right before this, Finley, Bobby Lashley. Okay, keep going back, keep going back. I'm like, wow, Khali fell fast and he fell hard.
Right. Because he debuted in, like, I think I read it was April of 06. And
Mm-hmm.
this is August of 06. And you're right, he's already falling quickly. Where I went back in Something to Wrestle, the podcast, and I remember Bruce Pritchard said something about it. And the reason why this was on SmackDown is they felt like Khali, really, you don't want a Khali match on live TV. So they would rather have him on SmackDown, which was taped then, and they could edit and cut it and snip it and do what they needed to do to make it look passable. It was that bad.
Well, that does not surprise me.
Right?
Um, but before we get started, any memories of watching this live?
No, I have zero memory of watching this live, which some of these, like we talk about, these are the more fun ones where, I think we all kind of remember HBK and Undertaker at WrestleMania 25, like, oh, of course. But who remembers this? Like, it's fun to revisit that episode of, of course you remember that, Stephen. But I don't remember this at all. I probably watched it when it happened, but I mean, it's been 16 years now. I mean, I don't remember this at all. And when it is a SmackDown or a Raw, I try to watch or at least scrub through the whole episode just to kind of get a taste of what was going on in the Federation at the time. It was kind of neat to see. What did I see? I saw Sylvester Turkay.
Oh my
Uh,
God.
not Turco. He's not related to me, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
I'm Randy Turco. He's Sylvester Turkay, I guess. And I remember the WWE was really high on that guy, and he kind of wrestled with Elijah Burke in his corner. I forgot all about that. I forgot he existed.
Oh, me
So
too.
Sylvester Turkay, and MVP was shown in the luxury box of the arena here tonight because he's still in negotiations with SmackDown. And of course, we know he would go on to be a pretty steady character for a while
Mm-hmm.
in WWE, still today, even with the Hurt Business might be getting back together. And then I think Vicky Guerrero was on here a little bit with her pre-heel run. Eddie Guerrero hasn't even been gone for a year yet, and she's still making appearances, and she's not in La Familia yet. She's not doing Excuse Me and that whole
Oh
stuff
my
yet,
God.
but she's getting there. She's getting there. So it was just interesting to see what was going on. And I think, was it this match? Yes, it was this match. Even after this match with Undertaker is over, I noticed they had Big Vito from the FBI. I don't remember this at all. Big Vito was doing the Perry Saturn gimmick where he was wearing a dress,
Yes, I remember that.
and they were blurring his thong shots out because anytime his dress went up, it showed his thong, and they would blur it out like it was like Playboy television or something.
Oh
So
my God.
I found that to be interesting. I didn't remember that at all. But you're right. This is the snake bitten finale for the Undertaker and Khali, because they were, I think they were supposed to do Punjabi Prison at Great American Bash, and then Khali had those elevated liver enzymes and was not
They
cleared.
just didn't want a Khali match on live pay-per-view.
Right. So Taker did it with Big Show. Not that that made it tremendously better, but and then this was, you're right. This was they were going to re-rack it for SummerSlam and have the blow off at SummerSlam, and then they decided we can't even put him on live TV. Let's just do it on SmackDown. So the Undertaker, poor guy, through no fault of his own, he's not on on SummerSlam. He's not on the second or third biggest pay-per-view of the year. I don't know. Good question for the Undertaker. Do you get the SummerSlam check if you're on SmackDown beforehand? And it's not your fault, you know?
Well, I guess if you're the Undertaker, I guess you can demand your SummerSlam check.
Wouldn't surprise me if they gave it to him anyway, because he is who he is, you know?
But yes, I totally remember watching this on television because Last Man Standing, I'm feeling, what am I? 14, not even 13 years old. So, this is like the height of Undertaker. It's like 2006. I've been a fan for like 8 years at this time. And
Like
whenever Undertaker's fighting on SmackDown, it's big.
Right?
It's big. And that you just have a feeling he's gonna win this one. Because he lost at Judgment Day to Great Khali. He defeated Big Show at the Great American Bash, but he didn't get his revenge yet on Great Khali for that loss at Judgment Day. So, you're just feeling that he's winning this one. And, anytime, SmackDown was, that's my wheelhouse at this time. You're I'm a big SmackDown person. And anytime he's on there, anytime he's fighting on there, it's a big deal. It feels like it's a pay-per-view type SmackDown at this time. And he's not slated for a SummerSlam match. He's not on the card. So this is like the SummerSlam match here. So I vividly remember watching this. I remember so many different spots in this match. So, and I don't think I've seen it since then. Since seeing it live. So looking forward to watching this again.
Same for me. If I saw it at all, but I probably did. I just don't remember, but I definitely haven't seen it since. So,
well,
maybe Steven will be surprised and this will be like the greatest thing we've ever seen.
I wouldn't go that far. But I guess let's count it down and we'll hit play and we'll see where it takes us.
Let's do it.
Okay, as always, 3, 2, 1, play.
This is, by the way, Season 8, Episode 33 of SmackDown.
Oh, yes. How can I forget? Season 8, Episode 33, August 18th, 2006.
They go right into the bell rang and they went right into punching and kicking like WrestleMania, the 1989 Nintendo game. As you can imagine with a Khali match, punching and kicking, punching and kicking. And he's managed here by Daivari. And like, it's really Daivari almost like Paul Heyman, like just having a lifelong feud with The Undertaker, because he had Muhammad Hassan in 2005. He had Mark Henry at the beginning of 2006. And now he's got Khali here. He's just trying to take down The Undertaker, but none of his henchmen work. Undertaker usually probably relies on like his power game, but like against Khali, he's the speed guy. Like the faster the match goes, the better it is for the Undertaker, which is weird to say.
Yeah.
I noticed as I was going through this episode, Steven, that like there's so many new faces in SmackDown in 2006. There's like Paul London and Brian Kendrick are the tag team champions. MVP, as I mentioned, is kind of hanging out and he's new. Mr. Kennedy, that Sylvester Turco guy, like all these new people. And like the one constant is The Undertaker.
Yeah.
He's Mr. SmackDown. He really
is.
Yeah.
He is. This is just SmackDown versus Raw, like 2007, 2008 vibes right here.
Right. I miss this set too. Like this the fist and the silver apron they got there on the ring. I miss that. Looks like
the
it's
blue and silver. That's nice.
Yeah. think JBL talks about this as a T-Rex versus a Brontosaurus, but I don't know about that. Don't Brontosauruses eat plants? I mean, I don't know if that's I don't know if that's the right analogy, but I know where he's going with it because these are two big dudes. And that's the whole story of the Undertaker. Poor guy. Undertaker versus various big guys that can't move. I'm sure he loved this assignment.
Literally, you think like after 1995, he's gotten past this.
The Mabels and the King Kong Bundys and the
The
Giant Gonzalez.
Gonzaleses and
Right.
the Kamalas and all those people of the world. But no, he's what does he get? He gets Great Khali.
He did nail his signature leg drop on the apron there. It's weird almost seeing, oh, there's a triangle choke. It's weird seeing contemporary Undertaker. Like you said, this is the Undertaker that we know from like 05 through maybe what, 2011, the singlet black top, the black either leather pants or tights, and then the jacket and the hat. Like that's kind of that 05 to 11 Taker that we know, but yet he's only 44 here, so he can like move. He's agile here. He's fairly young still. Khali needs to rest.
Yeah, it's just like it's like prime SmackDown, prime Undertaker, this type of era here. And he should be like, he should be getting these awesome people to feud with on SmackDown. Like he hasn't had his Batista feud yet.
Right? Let him
And
feud with some of those young guys I mentioned. Let him feud with Sylvester Turco. I mean, better shot at getting over than Khali, probably.
give him King Booker, give him Batista. Right. He gets Great Khali and then he gets Mr. Kennedy. God.
He's beating up Daivari here. He's finally trying to get his comeuppance on Daivari, but now Khali's getting in his way. Oh, and the low blow by Daivari. Daivari's from Minnesota, by the way. He's from Minneapolis. His brother Arya Daivari was like big in the independent scene here. He's like the Benny the Jet Rodriguez of our independent scene, and I think he's
Benny the Jet Rodriguez.
Yeah, I think he's on. He was on 205 Live for the longest time, and now he's in AEW with the Trustbusters.
That's his brother.
Arya Daivari, his younger brother. Yeah, I think Sean Daivari, that just got kicked in the face. I think he's an official with WWE now. I think he is backstage.
The guy that just got kicked in the face.
The guy that got kicked in the face. Khali just destroying the Undertaker and just threw him off the stage through a table. Like it was no big deal. And now they're going to try to count the Undertaker out here. Luckily, Nick Patrick doesn't know how to count. It's taken a while.
Luckily.
Yes.
It's all those years in WCW.
I love the commentary team is like, I've never seen the Undertaker manhandled like this before, which is like classic commentary. Every feud ever, Mankind.
Literally.
Every feud ever, yeah.
It's like literally every feud ever since like Mankind.
Oh, he's never been manhandled.
He's never been manhandled like this. He's never been manhandled like this, like with Kane.
Right.
He's never been manhandled like this with like everybody else. It's
all those giants that he's faced. Yeah.
Brock Lesnar.
Oh, I got an ad. Did you get an ad?
No, I went right. I'll pause it here and let me know.
Do you have the do you pay for the super duper no ad version?
No.
I wonder why you didn't get an ad like I did. Because I think this happened to me when I watched the other night too, in preparation.
We're waiting.
I'm in the penalty box.
Bear with.
Yeah. I don't know about you, but ads I feel like don't work on me subliminally. Like if anything, they piss me off and now I don't want to buy your product because no Mike's Hard Lemonade. I don't want to drink you because you made me wait 26 seconds for the Undertaker.
But yeah, I don't pay for Peacock. I get it free with Xfinity.
Me too.
I'm not gonna give Xfinity any more of my money.
No, I am back. Boom.
Perfect.
I'm out of the penalty box.
A vicious headbutt from the Great Khali to the Undertaker.
Khali's fist might be as big as the fist that's above the stage. I'm not sure. I'll have to compare. Undertaker just getting manhandled here out on the stage area, just kicked and punched to death.
Such a good word, manhandled.
Yes. Nobody's ever manhandled the Undertaker like this.
Nobody's ever manhandled the Undertaker.
Oh, they're going back to the ring.
And it's I made a point to watch the Undertaker's entrance before this, and Michael Cole makes a point. Oh, he's a surefire Hall of Famer. Well, 16 years later.
Yes.
It only took 16 years, Michael Cole.
Right. I remember thinking that when he had his Decade of Destruction shirts. I'm like, oh, he's going to retire soon and he's going to be in the Hall of Fame soon. Decade of Destruction. I mean, how long do you hang out after that? And little did we know.
Another 20 years.
Yeah, he was only a third of the way there.
He's only a third of the way there.
All right, back in the ring. Say what you he's punching the Undertaker. Say what you want about Khali. He's got a hell of a man rack. I almost feel like I'm not supposed to be seeing him without a shirt on, right?
Oh my God.
Headbutts, couple of headbutts, and now he's putting him in the ropes. He's tying his arms in the ropes, the old Andre the Giant spot.
Yeah, but you can't count him like that.
He's just chopping him. And I think, isn't that like Khali's special? That and that like thing where he chokes you and he with two hands
with the head.
Yeah. But those chops on the head, though, I think that's like one of his specials, if you will.
I think that's his finisher in the SmackDown versus Raw.
Is it really?
I think so. The Khali chop.
Oh, that kick was so hard it undid the Undertaker. It freed him from the ropes. Taker's got the I noticed he's got the white demon on his pants.
Mm-hmm.
I don't, it's so funny when you're kind of going through it in real time. I didn't realize that he wore the demons as early as 06. I thought maybe that was a 08 or a 10 thing. I didn't realize.
Yeah, he brought that in with WrestleMania, I believe.
Nice. WrestleMania 22?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Boy, you talk about not being nervous at WrestleMania for the streak. That match with Mark Henry.
Oh, well, yeah. Talk about not being nervous.
I sat back and relaxed for that one. I was all right.
Yeah.
Oh, he's takering up. You've heard of hulking up. This is takering up right here.
Yeah, literally.
Oh, and he clotheslined Khali over the top and out. This is the Royal Rumble. He'd be eliminated.
Well, that's the same spot he eliminates him in the Royal Rumble.
Right?
Wonder how many things Undertaker had to call to Khali for this match.
How did they even communicate? I mean, he needed like Ranjin Singh to like travel with him and kind of be his handler, because I don't think English is his first language, obviously. So like wrestling is just that universal language. They must know some buzzwords to be able to communicate with each other out there and call a match, right?
Yeah. I remember the SmackDown split screen.
Yes. I'm just sad it's not brought to us by Lugs or something like that. The JVC box. Yeah. The stairs are in the ring now.
Yes, it's almost over. I remember this spot. Boom.
Boom. Stairs right in the face. And now Davari's in with the chair, and he's going to get punched as a distraction, I'm sure, as Khali blades. I'm sure. Right? Because doesn't he get color here? I think he does.
So.
Boom. Undertaker with a chair shot to the shoulders or maybe the back of the head. Almost
And Khali is
concerto.
bleeding.
Yeah, I thought so.
Random shot of some guy in the crowd.
Boom. Another concerto type chair shot to the back of the head while he's laying on the stairs. He did a number, man. His hands and his forearms are covered in blood. Holy cow. Undertaker sitting on the bottom rope, just hoping that Khali doesn't get up. And he's getting back up after 2 chair shots while he's laying on the stairs. 2 little concertos. Not enough to put the big man down. Undertaker's got to chop the tree down here. He's going back for the chair. And we're going to do some CTE damage. Oh, unprotected chair shot. Yikes.
One more time. Oh, it's like a video game here.
Anybody who says he only hits Chris Canyon like that needs to watch this match, right? Choke slam with a 2-inch vertical.
Back to the neutral corner.
I'm guessing that's going to be, I mean, he can't do the tombstone on Great Khali. Nick Patrick all of a sudden knows how to count. He couldn't get there. Khali kind of got up to his knees and then fell back down, and the Undertaker wins. And Daivari's just in disbelief.
Oh, like there was any doubt.
Right. Have you not seen this story before with any of the other
Have you not read the script beforehand?
Right. 16 years of him doing this. I didn't even stick around a couple of days ago to see, does he do the Shakespeare pose? And he does. Oh, that's cool. Khali's dead body is still there. They didn't even get him out of the ring. I love it.
Nah. I like all the random shots of the crowd people counting.
Right.
It's like unnecessary, but interesting.
Right. If you're one of those people, let us know.
Oh, yes, definitely. If you're one of those people who just so happen to be on this shot, definitely hit me up.
If you're one of the humanoids from Washington, D.C.
Humanoid
crowd, yeah.
Oh my God.
So I think after this match, as we kind of remember, we covered it already. Undertaker spends the fall of 2006 with Kane, and they're feuding with MVP and Kennedy. Throughout the fall of 06, and the Undertaker's 5 months away from winning the Royal Rumble 2007. Pretty big moment in his career.
Yep.
I thought maybe this was, this is the end of the Undertaker. This is the blow-off match with him. Is Khali kind of done? Is he going to go to Punjabi Playboy and be a comedy act? But really, no. He's off to ECW for a while. He's off to Raw to feud with John Cena over the WWE title in 2007. So Khali's still got a little while of being a monster. Like, they didn't give up on him. Totally. Right. You signed him, and he passes that airport test, right? He's a specimen, so you might as well, let him job out to all your big stars and then make him a comedy act.
Why not? Okay, so from the Great Khali to Batista. And you said that 5 months from the Great Khali match, the Undertaker would win the Royal Rumble. And the Royal Rumble puts the Undertaker on the path to one of his best SmackDown feuds in this time frame, and that is with Batista. We get the No Way Out tag team match, we get WrestleMania, and then after WrestleMania, we get Backlash, where the Undertaker defends his World Heavyweight Championship against Batista in a last man standing match. And I remember watching this live because usually Any type of big pay-per-views, especially ones that Undertaker was in or Undertaker would
Right.
defend titles in, I would try and convince my parents to order it. And I remember watching this one, and it's a very anything Undertaker Batista, the rivalry, it's a good one. So we are in for a treat with this match. And as I wait for things to load with ads and everything, any recollection of this one?
Yeah, the this is kind of this pay-per-view's in Atlanta, and this pay-per-view I think is remembered the most for Vince wins the ECW title here. So
Yes.
Vince gave himself the ECW title, and this is, like you said, it's a month after WrestleMania 23. So I was at WrestleMania 23 when he won the big gold belt for the first time. So I think that was so this is a month later. It's his first defense, and there's not much like of a storyline here. The Undertaker wins the belt from Batista, and then Batista just comes out and says, "I want my contractual rematch." And Teddy Long's like, "Okay." And then after he says, "Okay," Teddy Long says, "I'm going to give it to you at the pay-per-view, but it's going to be a last man standing match." So there's really no like story to this other than it's a continuation of WrestleMania.
Mhm.
And I watched the video package that they show before the actual match itself, and like 3/4 of it is a recap of the WrestleMania match because that's all there is. There is no other story.
Yeah.
But
Which usually
but
backlashes are. Usually backlash is just a continuation of WrestleMania.
sure. And like you said, though, that the feud and the matches with Batista are great. They always
Mhm.
had chemistry. I know I'm biased because I was in Detroit, but their match at WrestleMania was a 15-minute banger. I mean, I loved it. It was amazing. I thought it was better than Shawn Michaels and John Cena, which ultimately
That's
made it
that's
into the
the
show.
true main event.
Right, right. I love the hell out of that match, and this match was pretty good too. I think I watched this live too, just because um, it's when he was he was world heavyweight champion, and I was psyched about that. And I didn't know at the time that his world heavyweight title reigns were largely going to be snake bitten and injuries, and he had to like basically lose them a month after getting them most of the time.
Most of the time.
I didn't know that, so here I'm digging in for like a 1 year reign, and this is month one, and let's
Oh
do it.
yeah, right.
Right. So I was
As
digging.
us Undertaker fans, we always hope for the best, but expect the worst.
Right, right. Did you coming into this, did you think he was going to beat Batista, or were you fairly
Yes.
confident and comfortable? I did too, because I mean, like right after WrestleMania, like how often does the champ lose a month later? I was pretty confident. I didn't know
Yeah.
about his injury with the triceps. I didn't know about any of that stuff at the time. So there was internet, but I just didn't know about it, I don't think. So I was pretty confident he was going to win here, and he didn't win, but it still went our way ultimately.
It's not giving too much away. Technically a retain, technically a win, technically not a win. So it's the gray area right there.
Right.
So I am clocked in at 140.50.
Okay, let me get to you. I'm at 135. Let me get over
One
there.
140.50 as Mickey Henson has just raised the World Heavyweight Championship and Batista and Undertaker locking eyes, waiting to square off.
140.50. Hope it doesn't make me go in the penalty box. I'm at 140.20.
Oh boy.
Boom.
Okay. So we should count it down. In three, two, one, play. Yes, you were talking about the match right before this is Durag McMahon captures the ECW championship.
Because I was there for him getting his head shaved. That was the big news out of WrestleMania was Donald Trump versus him, and whoever had to lose whoever lost between Umaga and Bobby Lashley got their head shaved. What a weird match.
I know, what a weird match. Got fucking McMahon, fucking Vince. I love Durag McMahon.
Does that have an action figure? It should. It doesn't.
It
How did that?
should though. I want a Durag Vince figure. That's one of my favorite eras of Vince.
I think we might have missed it, but I think during the entrances they showed a sign that said "Dead Man Standing," and I thought for a last man standing match that was an awesome sign. Dead
It's a
Man
good
Standing.
sign.
Yeah,
Good
that is a
sign.
Batista. Spoiler: he doesn't get the title back today, but he does get it back. I was like, is this his last world heavyweight title run? But it's not even close. He does get it back in Unforgiven in 07. So a couple more months from now, 5 more months from now, he'll get it
And
back.
Batista's injured with his upper thigh. Undertaker's injured with his tricep.
Yeah, I think
2007, just a bad year for
yeah,
WWE.
I think JBL mentions on commentary here that Taker's got a hurt arm or elbow. He's not really sure which one it is, but I heard some scuttlebutt in the locker room. He's got a hurt arm or a hurt elbow, and Batista should work on that. I thought that was really cool that he mentioned that, because if Taker favors it at all during the match, now he's got an excuse for it. JBL knows that he's announced to everybody that he thinks he's hurt. And of course, now we know he actually was hurt. And I thought that was pretty cool when he put that in there.
Just a bad year for WWE in 07 in general. Undertaker gets injured, Batista, Triple H.
Yeah. Yeah. He tore that other quad. Yeah. Michael Cole says that The Undertaker is undefeated in last man standing matches, just like he is at WrestleMania. Yeah.
Oh yes, the
he's 1-0.
incomparable 1-0.
Right. I thought that was interesting. Seeing in a lot of pictures in the crowd, Steven, of DX shirts, the Vince Loves Rooster shirts. Seeing a lot of those in the crowd.
Oh wow, that DX such a big thing at this time.
Yeah, I thought the original DX shirt, 97, the gray DX, I thought that was cool, but I never thought the Vince Loves Rooster shirt. I never was compelled to buy that. I was good.
Vince Loves Roosters.
Yes, I'm good on Vince Love Rooster. I'm good. Taker wearing the red demon pants today. He was doing the white ones. He was rocking the white ones at the last match. That was 15 months ago, I think.
He's in his colors phase now.
Yes.
Because if it's not red, it's blue. If it's not blue, it's purple. It's different colors.
Did you have a favorite demon pants?
I am favorable towards the white because it pops more off the black.
So. Yep.
The red is nice. I do like the red and black. I like white and black.
Right.
I think the purple and the blue gets lost too easily.
It's dark on dark. Yeah.
What about you?
Yeah, I agree. I think the white is probably the best because it does pop so well. Like you can't see, I know what it is, obviously, looking at the red even, but the red isn't as clear, like the facial features of the demon. Like it's way more clear on the match we just watched with Khali where it's white. You can see it a little better. Oh, is he going to do his apron work here?
The damaged hamstring. The announcers are pointing out that both men are injured.
There you go.
A hamstring and a tricep. So
the Undertaker working that apron on my TV anyway, with the elbow to the neck and the leg drop, very famous.
The guillotine leg drop.
Yes. On Batista reversing it, Undertaker gets to do his famous knees to the stair steps spot that he loves so much. And I only say that, not that I know the Undertaker personally, but he does it every match, so he must love it, right?
Yeah, he must love it. It's an Undertaker signature move in his video game.
Right. Let me take those stairs with those with my knees. He must love that. Batista with a hurt hamstring to the top rope. This is advisable. Did he miss any? I'm not a Batista fanatic. Did he miss any time with this? I don't know that he did.
I have no idea.
I don't I don't know if he did. If he did, it wasn't very long.
Because the next point in their saga is the steel cage match.
Yeah, so they're gonna have another pretty good match in a couple of weeks here because Undertaker only lasts till like May 11th or something, and then here's a superplex. That was nice. But he only lasts about May 11th, and then yeah, after that steel cage match, he's out for a few months with that triceps. I don't think Batista left.
Yeah, he comes back in September, October.
Undertaker, yep,
Yeah, for Unforgiven against Mark Henry.
right. Can't wait to cover that one.
Well, it's not a gimmick match, so I don't know
Oh,
if we'll
thank
be
God.
able to cover that.
Thank God. Well, maybe we can make it a special episode.
Thank God.
Undertaker's got his straps down like he's that WCW ringside exclusive.
Sold out now on Ringside Collectibles.
It is sold out. Yeah. Hey, Stephanie McMahon, ringside or the Elite Series 91, also sold out. I think that's because she was like $3.99 at one point, but she's sold out. Gone.
Oh, if only you would have
Waited.
waited just a little bit
Yeah.
longer.
Yeah, I had no idea they were gonna have these ludicrous sales. I would have waited.
Ludicrous.
I think Alex said he was looking for Alex Dorio of Talking Taker said he was looking for the greatest hits.
Well, he's a bit late.
I think they're gone.
They're gone.
Unless they restock after the sale, but I think they're gone now. Even Batista, nice leg drop there by Batista. It's odd. I don't know if Batista does a lot of leg drops, but even an injured Batista is still putting on a better show and match than the Great Khali did at full strength.
Batista, I don't think would appreciate being compared to the Great Khali.
Right? Batista seems to be asking for more 10 counts than the Undertaker does, which is probably wise, right? That's the goal of this match.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Taker's taking down the SmackDown table. There's the SmackDown table, the Raw table, and the ECW table because they had three shows at that time.
Yeah, and I think the ECW is comparable to the Spanish announce table, I'm guessing.
Right. I love that Taker, he stripped his own table, right? Like if you're gonna take a table apart, it has to be your own show, right? Is that like a rule?
I didn't see I haven't seen JBL grab his hat that fast than what he did. I never seen JBL move so fast.
There's about 6 kids in the front row with the Vince Loves Rooster shot.
If only they knew what that actually meant.
Right. Like you're like 11. How does your parents let you have that? Like, okay, all right.
Because it's a cartoon. It's a cartoon rooster, Mom. Yeah,
Right.
sure.
Right.
Cartoon rooster. Yeah.
Undertaker hit a really weird backbreaker there. Oh, he's taking the stairs apart. The stairs, I mean, those stairs were pretty prevalent in the Khali match. He busted open Khali with it. And now he's going to mow down Batista with the very same stairs.
It's his signature weapon in last man standing matches.
I guess so. Yeah, go for this. Taker's basically having a smoke break on the rest of the stairs, sitting there while Batista's being counted out. And I think he's blading too. Yes, Batista's busted open.
Just count them.
Oh, I love it. I didn't even notice that 2 nights ago. Batista gets up at 8 and Taker swears to himself like mother. I love it. I didn't see that before. Taker's the best striker in the game, and he's going for that forehead wound, just unloading on him. So he lays Batista's dead body on the SmackDown table.
As you should put any dead body on a SmackDown.
On your own show's table, right?
Yeah.
Don't piss off the other guys. Undertaker on the barricade now, and a huge leg drop from the barricade. Shades of what? SummerSlam 98 when he did it off the top rope on Austin, right?
Yeah.
Huge leg drop from the barricade. That escalated quickly, and now we're counting Batista. I think are Cole and JBL behind the barricade? They look like they're in the audience.
JBL.
And he's up at 9. Batista with his red thong strap sticking out like he's Lita. I'm just telling the folks what they want to know.
Well, usually I would be the one to say that, but you beat me to it. Undertaker just staring at him.
I mean, what a leg drop. I mean, Taker's 45 here. I'm 42, and I'm not doing that. Not if you want me to get up tomorrow.
Not if you don't want me. Not if you don't want me in traction.
Right. Oh, that was cool. Taker with the snake eyes, and he hits the ropes for a big boot, and Batista reverses it into a big spear. That was nice.
Nicely timed.
Yes. Now he's counting Undertaker. He's up at 7. Oh, right into a spine buster. Batista's feeling it now. Counting him again. Oh, Taker's getting up at 7. Oh, another spine buster. And he's just picking him up again for another one. This is like me playing No Mercy, and I don't know what else to do to the guy, so I just keep
I just keep spamming buttons.
Right.
I don't know what to do, so I'm just spamming B.
I remember the first time I played WCW NWO World Tour. I was Ric Flair, and I've never used an N64 controller before, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm button mashing, and I'm just body slamming my friends, and I'm pissing them off because all I do is body slam them and put them in the figure 4. And then after about 8 times, they tap out.
It's like when I'm low on health in SmackDown versus Raw games, I just do the Undertaker DDT because it gives me enough time that they're down, and then I give enough time for my stamina to get back.
Right. Taker with a choke slam, and now he's counting both wrestlers.
It's crazy to think that he does these last man standing matches 06, 07, and our next one's 08.
Right.
Just one after another every year.
For being such an extreme match, they have it a lot.
Mm-hmm. They do.
I looked up because, I like to go through like the history of the matches, and like even if Taker wasn't in them at the end of the show, like I'm not doing it today because there's like 40 of them. There's like, the history of the WWE. There's like over 40 last man standing matches.
Oh, sure.
Oh, Undertaker's going to get WrestleMania X7'd off the top rope here. Batista power bombs the Undertaker. Undertaker was standing on the ropes, and Batista power bombed him from the top rope.
He should have known better. This was his move.
WrestleMania 17, yeah. Batista's raising his hands in victory, but the Undertaker's up at 8. Batista's now dropping F-bombs because the Undertaker just stood up. Just do more spine busters. Just do more of those. Batista's got a chair. Boom. I don't think the Undertaker got his hands up. I don't think he protected himself. Oh, he's going for Batista bomb. Oh, reverse into a back body drop.
I am drawn to those two guys in the front row, the one in the gray shirt and one in the green shirt. They're split. The silver guy likes Batista and the green shirt likes Undertaker.
Right. Maybe that's me and you. I don't know. Oh, tombstone. Undertaker tombstones Batista. That's got to be it, right?
You would think.
Undertaker's up at 5. Batista's up at 9. Boy, Batista bomb, tombstone, nothing. What do you got to do? Hit a guy with a car? Like, what do we have to do to get a
What do you
winner?
have to do? Spear them off a ramp?
Right, right, yes. And here they go, almost right on cue. They left the ring, and we're battling down the aisleway here.
Okay, here we go. We're
Man,
in the third. We're in the third act here, people.
I don't know that you I don't know that you can get me to take this spot. I know it's a very carefully measured stunt. I don't know if you can get me to fall off the stage and have something fall on top of me. I don't know if you can get me to do that. Batista surprisingly getting the best of the Undertaker here in a punching contest on the stage. Going for Batista bomb again. Nope. Taker punched him right in the bandaged hamstring. Smart.
You got to.
Like wearing that bandage is like a arrow. It's like a big arrow. Like hit me here.
Oh, right in the damaged hamstring.
Oh, now we're going to try a tombstone perhaps. No, just going to throw him. Batista off the shoulders. Oh, we got a spear off the stage on my TV.
Oh, like I just called that.
And all these big towers and scaffolding fall over on top of the Undertaker and Batista. Again, I'm sure it's very safe, but there's no way you're getting me to do that.
It's crazy. I wonder how they must have talked these guys into doing this.
Right. Taker and Batista are laying there, and like there seems to be a bunch of dry ice down there because there's smoke. Trying to act like it's on fire under there.
Kane's on fire, Undertaker.
They're counting. The referee's counting as they're moving the scaffolding off, and he counts them both out at 10. So it is a draw, folks. It is a draw. And if you are me and an Undertaker fan, you feel like this is a win because you're still walking out with the World Heavyweight Championship.
It's technically a win.
Hey, half a loaf is better than no loaf, right? I'll take a tie.
Right. And it's technically a win because, as the announcer here says, and still World Heavyweight Champion, The Undertaker. So if he has not lost the belt, he's won the belt. So that means it's technically a victory.
Right. He's leaving with it. I'm cool with that.
Mm-hmm.
And not for nothing, as they clear the scaffolding off the staging area here, And both guys are starting to come to who's the first guy out of the hole? The Undertaker. Not
So
for nothing. He's the first guy out.
Technically the last man standing.
Right. I thought that was, I think at the time, I thought that was a pretty creative ending for a last man standing match. And I like that they continue this, right? When they have that steel cage match a couple weeks later, they have it like where they both escape the cage at the exact same time. Like their feet hit the floor at the same time, like Brett and Lex Luger at the Royal Rumble that one year. Like,
yep. So it's another draw.
It's another draw. Like these guys are so evenly matched. They're so equally good. And then we didn't get to finish the feud at the time because Taker had to go away. And but they did finish it off at later on, I think a year later.
Yeah, because they go through Cyber Sunday,
Yep.
and they go through Survivor Series, Armageddon, and then finally TLC.
Do you feel, are those matches as good as or on par with these two, the WrestleMania and the Backlash? In other words, did taking the year off in between, did it hurt them at all, or nope, they picked up right where they left off?
Oh, the TLC match I think is good.
Yeah, I think these guys just have, they talk about some people have chemistry and some people don't. And I think these guys just have it.
Yeah, they really do. So we are up to next time, Cyber Sunday 2008.
Yes. Before we get there, Taker will, as we said, drop the belt on May 11th SmackDown in a steel cage match. He escapes at the same time, but then Mark Henry comes out and attacks him after the match, and then Edge comes out and cashes in on him. So Taker's been through a beating with Mark Henry.
Pierced right through my heart.
And then so Taker goes away to repair that triceps. And you're right, he is back in Unforgiven 07 to beat on Mark Henry. Batista, I don't think he goes away with that hamstring. He feuds with Edge after Edge steals the World Heavyweight Championship. And later he's going to feud with the Great Khali. That's a barn burner right there. And he beats Khali for his third World Heavyweight Championship at Unforgiven 2007 with Rey Mysterio in the match. So that's the same night The Undertaker returns. Batista wins the World Heavyweight Championship. So Batista must not have needed to miss any time.
I guess not.
Good for him.
Yeah, good for him.
So yeah, you're right. Now we're on to Cyber Sunday 2008. We're going to take a step down, maybe not down to Khali levels, but the Batista match was probably the best match, but now.
Well, yeah, you don't get down to Khali levels unless you're going to Giant Gonzalez.
Right.
Then you're down to Khali levels.
And Cyber Sunday, if you remember, for anybody who maybe wasn't around, Cyber Sunday and Taboo Tuesday were the ones where you vote.
You made your voices heard.
You get on your phone in 2008, by the way. You get on your phone and you vote on the .com or the text message.
The .com.
Yes, and you vote for who you want the opponent to be or what you want the stipulation to be. So, Steven, let me get out my BlackBerry. It's 2008.
Oh, my God.
Let me get out my BlackBerry so I can vote for literally anybody but the Big Show because they feuded 900 times. So I'm going to vote.
Oh, my God.
And as you'll see in this match, the Titantron is dressed up as what? A BlackBerry, because it's 2008. So I felt I had to bring my BlackBerry to the show.
Which is basically the only cell phone, I think, at the time. That and the Motorola Razor.
The Razor, right? The orange Razor.
But yeah, it started in No Mercy when Big Show knocked out The Undertaker. So you had Big Show and Undertaker, so Cyber Sunday, and you had the choice of what match you're going to have them face off in. And last man standing wins.
Yeah, last man standing. Big Show's got that weapon of mass destruction with his fist, that big punch that they were selling at the time. And this is the last Cyber Sunday, Taboo Tuesday, also, by the way. They had 06, 07, 08. for Cyber Sunday, and this is the last one. And Taboo Tuesday was even before that. So I'm going to ask you, Stephen, before we start this match. It's Christmas season. Do you believe, and I don't mean Santa,
Oh,
do you believe in Cyber Sunday Taboo Tuesday that the results were actual? Or do you feel like they gimmicked it a little bit? Do you believe?
are you saying that I would distrust the WWE and Vince McMahon to
Maybe,
count people's votes?
maybe
That
because
he
I would.
already had something in mind for this?
Right.
And that he already had picked a stipulation like weeks in advance and the winners were already
Yes.
chosen and things were already done? Are you going to put me on the spot and say that I distrust Mr. McMahon?
Yes.
Because that's a big fat yes.
Yes. I think
You
they
think they
either
could calculate the votes from millions of people around the world on phones in the matter of like a split second over there?
right. I mean, they either gimmicked it, or if it was actual, they'd steered it in a direction where like there's only one obvious choice, right? Clearly
Yeah,
we know
literally. Like
one
no other
win.
button works, and then the other one just gets automatically chosen.
I know Bruce Pritchard swears that it's legit on the podcast, on the Something to Wrestle podcast, but
Well, Bruce Pritchard swears a lot of things.
yeah, I'm pretty sure they either gimmick it, or again, two choices are so terrible, we know what the winner's going to be, so we can plan for that. There's just no other way. I just
Because
don't.
we have the choice of a knockout match, an I quit match, or a last man standing match.
Right,
I mean, which one really is people going to be geared to? I mean, come on.
right, right. Yeah, and I quit match
Which is
almost
basically
wins.
a last man standing without the 10 count.
They're all very similar. Yes. So again, three choices that almost don't matter. But 49% for last man standing, 42% for I quit, 9% for the KO match.
Vicky
So
still brandishing her neck brace when he tombstoned her like 6 months ago.
yeah, Vicky tried making up with the Undertaker right after she breaks up with Edge.
Yep.
She's trying to make up with her best superstar on SmackDown, and Taker says he's not the forgiving type. So at Unforgiven, he ends up says he's going to seal her in a casket, and of course the Big Show interferes before that can happen. And then, like, you're right, they do fight at No Mercy, and the Big Show wins with the weapon of mass destruction, a rare Big Show victory over the Undertaker. And then we get to this match, and then I think after this is the casket match at Survivor Series, with perhaps the largest casket I've ever seen in my entire life for the Big Show. And the Undertaker's just killing time to WrestleMania 25 with HBK, as we know.
Yes, Undertaker pretty much puts the Big Show away in every match he's been in. He
Right.
defeats him. He defeats him at No Way Out 2003. He defeats him at WrestleMania 19. He
Yep.
defeats him here in Cyber Sunday. Spoiler alert. He defeats him in Survivor Series 2008 casket match. He defeats him in Survivor Series 2009, the triple threat for the World Heavyweight title. Defeats him in the Punjabi prison match.
Right.
He basically has Big Show's number, and really the only time Big Show defeats the Undertaker is in the knockout match at No Mercy. So it's like a very Undertaker heavy rivalry. That the Undertaker always has the guy's number.
But have you ever seen the Undertaker manhandled by anybody?
Not since the Great Khali.
Right.
I mean, come on. Well, I am queued up here at 1 hour 18:30.
All right, let me get
As
there.
the Undertaker is just in his Survivor SmackDown versus Raw 2007 stance. He's got his fists up, ready to fight, and he's ready to go.
Come on. And Vicky is I see Vicky is at the on the ramp, as you said, in her neck brace in a wheelchair with Chavo.
Yeah, she's never fully
Uh,
recovered from that tombstone like half a year ago.
right. Boom, 1830.
Perfect. So we shall count it down as we always do for our third and final match of the evening. 3, 2, 1, play.
You're right. Even Big Show's got the old boxing stance going on.
Our third and final match of the evening, The Undertaker versus The Big Show, Season 3, Episode 1, Cyber Sunday, 2008. And The Undertaker has his updated tights, his Red Devil in white, and his Undertaker rosary.
Yes. I noticed the rosary on the other leg. Taker was announced at 299 pounds here. He was 305 15 months ago. So he apparently he's down 6 pounds in 15 months. Good for him.
Yeah.
Good for him. I was surprised to see The Undertaker come out first in this one. Usually Taker's out second so they can kind of get that reaction shot from the opponent in the ring and how intimidating he is by the entrance. And they didn't do that today.
No.
Well, Big Show throwing The Undertaker in the timekeeper's pit there with Mark Eaton.
I wonder how long this match is going to clock in because Big Show's not known for his marathons.
Right. This is former tag team champions exploding here. This isn't quite the Mega Powers, but they are former tag champs going at it.
Wow, that's noticed here. I can't believe I heard that.
Oh, and Taker with a first he kind of gives Big Show a stunner on the barricade, and then he just tagged him with the chair.
And what a change in personas for both men here since being tag team champions.
Yes.
A green Big Show and a ministry Undertaker has become this.
That's right. They were the Unholy Alliance.
Love that.
Yeah. Boom, clothesline. Seems like the Undertaker's getting like the big, huge moves, the stunner, the chair shots, and then Big Show's just kind of absorbing them. And Big Show's got like the punches and the kicks and the headbutts going on.
Well, it's not over until Undertaker brings in the steel steps.
Of course, that's his weapon of choice, don't you know?
It is.
See Big Show punching the Undertaker in the corner and headbutting him. Why isn't he just hit him with the weapon of mass destruction right now? He's just sitting there. Just hit him right now.
He's got to power up that special.
Right. He's got to wear him down.
That's right. It's that special maneuver. You got to power it up with a couple of signature moves and make sure you time it just right.
Big Show asking for a count on the Undertaker. He's already getting up at 4.
There's your classic Blackberry in the background there.
Yeah, man. That's so. As soon as I saw that, I was like, "Oh, I know what I'm bringing to the show."
I can't believe you still have that.
I think this is my wife's. I think she lets like the baby play with it. She lets Fitzy play with it.
Remember when the crowd had digital cameras in the audience?
Right. I still have my digital camera.
God.
It's hanging up in my closet. Yeah, I have a digital camera still. I don't use it, but ooh, Big Show with a chair shot and he misses and hits the post.
That must have went right through his arms.
Oof. Oh. Taker puts a chair under Big Show's throat and rams the other end of it into the post there. That was kind of awesome. It's counting the Big Show now. This is Lil Nate is the referee tonight.
You get the SmackDown team of Taz and Jim Ross.
We still have all 3 tables.
Yeah.
Remember, if you do strip a table down, it's got to be your own. So SmackDown. I don't think he does in this match. I don't think they do.
Remember, Big Show's not known for his marathons.
No. Taker's working the apron again. You got to hit it. You got to put all your greatest hits in there. There's the elbow across the throat.
You got to have the guillotine leg drop.
Now here comes the apron leg drop. Nice. And he nailed it. I wonder how much design work, like how much say the Undertaker has in his gear. Does Undertaker go to them and say, like, I want a rosary on my pants? Like, what does he say? Who comes up with the rosary idea? You know?
It's gotta be him. It's gotta be him.
I could see that. Best pure striker in the game, going to work on the Big Show's leg and his ribs and the whole side there.
Well, yeah, he's the best pure striker.
Got to chop down that redwood.
Yeah, Big Show.
Ooh, short arm clothesline by the Big Show. You got one guy in the front row standing up to clap. Who's that asshole? Come sit down.
The guy in the blue suede, the brown suede jacket.
Right.
Like 70s out of way out of fashion, sir.
Oh, and a headbutt. Big Show's kind of headbutt happy in this match.
Headbutt and fist happy.
Yeah.
He's a humongous human, according to Taz.
He's a humongous human. He's a double H. He's not quite a triple H.
But has he manhandled the Undertaker enough?
Right. I haven't seen the Undertaker manhandled like this in at least 2 matches, you know.
So, it's not he's gotta manhandle him.
Oh, another headbutt.
He's gone to the Great Khali school of trying to get the Undertaker down.
Oh, another headbutt. We need a headbutt counter.
Well, it's too late for that.
Right. You don't want to go back and start over?
No.
Another headbutt.
Trying to get through this as quick as I can with this. I can't believe Big Show has a fan in that guy. Jeez.
Right. That guy is really into this match.
Guy's really into the Big Show.
Maybe it's his brother, Steve Show. Taker going for the big punch. He was going for a choke slam, meaty pop.
Oh, that guy's up. He's shaking his head.
He's shaking his head. Oh, Show went for a choke slam and Taker reverses it into a DDT, which is the damnedest thing I've ever seen. I'm going to keep watching this guy in the front row. It reminds me of the guy that dresses like Hulk Hogan in the front row and some of those.
Oh my God.
I love when he's disappointed that when the Undertaker wins the world title off Hogan. I love looking at his face.
Disappointed Hogan fan.
Right.
We have to watch this guy's face when Undertaker wins.
I can't wait. I didn't notice this before.
Disappointed Big Show fan.
Yeah, Steve Show.
Big Show's not known for his marathons. I think he's running on his last lap here.
Right. He's about out of gas.
Oh my God.
Show's like trying to pull off the turnbuckle here, but I think he's got the wrong one because then he randomly goes to the other one. He kicks Undertaker a couple times and headbutts him. And then he goes over to the other one and strips it of its pad. So I think he was working the wrong one for a minute. I don't know. Now we got an exposed turnbuckle.
Oh my God, Big Show. He's so. Oh man. Oh, here we go. Oh,
sternum first into the turnbuckle.
Oh, big clothesline.
Lil Nate counting everybody after the big clothesline, but Taker's getting up here. He's almost up. Sign in the crowd says, "We want WrestleMania." I got good news for you. You're getting one in 2010.
Wow. Just go back in time and tell him that.
Right. This is in Phoenix. Oh, Taker goes for a big boot and he ends up eliminating himself from the Royal Rumble, apparently.
Oh, darn him.
Outside of the ring. Crash and burn, Top Gun. Here comes Big Show right after him.
Oh, he almost fell off the steps.
Oh, he's punched to the ribs. Oh, ramming the Undertaker into the Raw table.
Oh, see, it doesn't count now. You're gonna take. Oh, he's taking away the ECW
Oh, he's doing it wrong.
Undertaker's taking away the Raw table.
Oh my God, this is anarchy.
Jim Ross survives.
Oh, Taker eats a monitor to the forehead.
Undertaker just watched the monitor come his way.
Right.
Oh, Big Show, those are not cheap.
Right. Those ergonomic chairs are expensive. I'm just saying, might want to watch it.
Yeah, I mean that's coming out of your salary.
Wow, sweet chin music from Big Show. Sort of.
Well, as much as he can muster.
Yeah, and Taker's over the barricade into the front row here. Is the ref counting him, or does he got to be inside the wrestling area?
Well, it all depends if the ref wants to count him.
Right.
He's counting him.
He's at least checking on him. Is he counting him? They're getting pretty close to Steve's show here. Oh, Big Show trying to talk trash into the headset like he's The Rock. Didn't work.
Yeah, it didn't work because nobody can hear you.
Right, because it's not ECW isn't on. Taker punches the folding chair into Big Show's face. And Taker gets up on the barricade and then is now going to be choke slammed through the ECW table. Show that's not your brand.
This is anarchy at its finest.
This doesn't count. Big Show waiting for the count now. Lil Nate is counting Undertaker out. We're up to 9.
Oh my God, he could have been counted out there.
He's checking his I don't know, he's checking out the Undertaker's hindquarters there, and he was like, no, it looks good. He's all right. I did see a Big Show as a big weenie sign in the crowd, so that might be.
He's a big fat weenie.
Yeah, that might be sign of the night. Big Show is a big weenie.
He shops at Weenie Hut Juniors. For the SpongeBob fans out there, I hope you got that.
Yes. Oh, another headbutt. We're gonna have to watch this again with the headbutt counter.
No, I think I'm good.
Stevens is gonna estimate.
Yeah, I think it was less than 100, more than 25.
Okay.
We're just in that time. I'm not gonna watch this match again. Big Show sucks.
If you watch the match and give us the official number, we'll send you a quarter.
Sure. We'll send you the penny equivalent of the headbutts.
Right. That's fair.
Yeah.
Hey, we put it out there. We're putting people to work if they want it.
Mm-hmm.
Right. All right, they're back in the ring. Show is still dominating.
Undertaker is really making Big Show look good here. I mean, he's making him really look good.
Giving him a lot of offense. A lot of kicking and punching. Shades of Khali Undertaker.
Oh,
Oh, and another DDT by the Undertaker. Second of the match. Oh, and the Undertaker sits up like Michael Myers. Vicky's
wait,
getting hit,
Vicky has stayed there the entire time.
right? Well, she doesn't have anything to do. She doesn't have anywhere to go.
She doesn't have anything to do. I mean, that's fair.
Right.
I mean, you might as well just stay up there for Undertaker match if you had to. Well, I don't have anything to do.
Yeah. Oh, he's gonna go for an old school here. Well, you know, childhood Randy said he never hits it, but he apparently. Oh, he did
hit
hit
it
it.
here.
I'm not crazy. It's reversed into a choke slam by the Big Show. That might be it.
Yeah, it might be it.
Taker's starting to move at 6. I mean, if the choke slam doesn't work, there's only one move left, and that's the.
It's gotta
That's the
be. It's gotta
WMD.
be the weapon of mass destruction here.
This guy's gonna crap his pants. Steve Show in the front row.
Oh, he hit it.
Weapon of mass destruction. And Steve Believe he's trying to start a chant, a Big Show chant in the front row. He is happy right now. Big Show has unloaded his special here. He's hit him with the WMD. The whole point of this match was built around this devastating punch that the Big Show now has. And unbelievably, the Undertaker sits up at 7. Not 9.5, not 9. He sits up at 7 from the Big Show's biggest move. I'm not sure what that says about the Big Show.
Well, Big Show should have hit it right away when he was at full force.
Right. Should have started
You
the
know,
day with that.
Big Show's a little.
Ooh, CTE chair shot right there.
Oh, here it goes. It's ending soon.
Big Show standing over the Undertaker after the big chair shot. Gonna pick him up by his hair. He's still standing over him. And the Undertaker puts him in the Hell's Gate.
Oh no, the Steve Show can't believe he's tapping. He's tapping.
Sorry, Steve.
Steve shows he can't believe it. He can't believe this.
It is cool that Show tapped in 2 seconds. That doesn't end the match here, but that was pretty cool that he sold the move like that.
He's looking forlorn. Oh no, what's going on?
Forlorn. I love it.
He's looking forlorn. Oh no, what's going on?
We're counting out the Big Show here. Taker is let go now. Big Show looks like me in about a half an hour. He is sleeping. It's over.
Yeah, literally.
Lil Nate is on 8. Steve's starting to freak out.
Oh, what am I doing?
Sorry, Steve. The Undertaker wins because the Big Show got put away with the Hell's Gate. It was pretty cool that the Hell's Gate came out of nowhere like that. They should have kept going with that and made it like the new Diamond Cutter, like the Hell's Gate out of nowhere.
Oh, he is just super pissed. Big Show's dead, apparently.
Big Show. I love that sign. R.I.P. Big Show died 10/26/08.
Steve Show's pissed.
Vicky's not even sticking around for this. She's out of here.
If Big Show would have won, there'd have been like one guy in the audience clapping.
Hey, didn't the Undertaker say in 1999 when they were tag teaming, I'm gonna take the Big Show out to the desert and leave him to die? Well, it
Yeah,
took him.
he did.
They're in Arizona. It's 9 years later, and he took him out the desert to die.
Long-term storytelling.
Right. They're playing the long game. Oh, that WMD Taker sold it really well. But it only got him a 7 count. How the hell did his special only get
Should
a
have done
7?
it right away when Big Show was at full force.
Right?
He just wasn't strong enough.
CTE chair shot. And then the Undertaker grabs the arm and puts on the Hell's Gate.
To Steve Show's dismay.
Yes. Steve Show's next. Didn't he beat Edge with that at WrestleMania?
Yep.
I think so, yeah. I remember thinking like Hell's Gate got a WrestleMania, like it got a fall.
And he beat Triple H with it too.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Because he was kind of like Taker had nothing left and he just pulled that out of nowhere. I remember. Oh, don't you worry. They're going to fight again at Survivor.
Oh, yeah. Don't you worry. Big Show's not down for the count here.
No.
Steve Show is still pissed over there.
We should see if Steve's at Survivor Series. Can't wait for our casket match.
Oh, yeah. Like, who's going to win that one? Big Show or The Undertaker?
Right. Especially when the casket is, Big Show sized.
Yeah, Big Show sized.
Another Shakespeare pose.
Okay, so
Nice.
that puts an end to Undertaker 3-0 in last man standing matches. Puts an end to the final gimmick match watch along of 2022. So before we wrap up this whole episode, what's your final thoughts on these 3 matches?
There was there's over 4, like I said, there's over 40 last man standing matches in WWE history, so I'm not going to go through them all, but I did find some greatest hits. Jericho and Kane had one in Armageddon 2000. That was over the famous storyline over Jericho spilled a cup of coffee on Kane, and it resulted in a last man standing match of all things.
Yeah.
Shane and the Big Show at Backlash 2001 in Chicago, where Shane took that bump off the top of the Titantron. That was a pretty big one. Cena and Umaga at Royal Rumble 2007 for the WWE title. John Cena, they had the top rope was loose. And he choked out Umaga in the STFU with it. I thought that was a pretty cool ending. And 1 week before this match that we just watched with the Big Show on SmackDown in October of 2008, the Big Show is trying to show and prove how good he is at all 3 choices. So he destroyed a jobber in like an KO match, and he destroyed a jobber in a what was the other choice? The I Quit match. And then for last man standing match, he brings out another jobber and he beats him in about 8 seconds. And it was live on SmackDown, Matt Jackson of the Young Bucks, now of AEW fame. And I looked that up and I was like, that can't be right. And I looked it up on YouTube and there's Matt Jackson coming out in his little shorts and getting destroyed by the Big Show in 2000.
His little shorts.
His little blue shorts, yeah. Matt Jackson of the Young Bucks in the history books, last man standing match in WWE history. So interesting. These matches, I think we graded them right in retrospect. I think the Batista match was very highly rated.
Yes.
They always had good chemistry together. And I think the ending was very innovative and new, something you haven't seen before or since that I remember. This one was kind of in the middle. Big Show and Undertaker, a lot of kicking and punching, but they can do a little bit more than Khali. Big Show's a little bit more agile than Khali.
I feel like the crowd is more into this one than the Khali one.
Right. And then the Khali one that we started off with was the wet fart. It wasn't that good. It's Khali.
I think that's a fair assumption. That's where I stand. That's where I sit at the table, which is right here. Yeah, and we still need a 2006 to 2007 Undertaker from Mattel.
Yeah.
Come on.
I was going to bring up toys next and say like, okay, toys that represent this era ish of Undertaker, but Steven, there's so many because this is, as we
Jax.
this 05 to 05, 06 to 2011 Taker with the coat and the hat and the black pants, black singlet top. I mean, you could go with Elite Series 1, the LJN Jax Undertaker. I mean, there are so many of them.
This is the heyday of Jack's ruthless aggression with the
Oh my
Undertaker.
gosh.
This is
Yeah.
like he's in every series, every 2-pack, every Adrenaline, Treacherous Trios. This is Jax's heyday. And this is something that we still need a Mattel 2006, 2007 Undertaker with those demon tights.
I was
That's
just
what
gonna
we
say,
need.
Deluxe Aggression Series 14 does have the demons, but that's Jax. That's not Mattel, of course. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Has
Well,
Mattel really hasn't gotten around to the demons at all?
no,
That is crazy.
I know.
That yeah, because my next question for you was I asked a question at Thanksgiving. So now being Christmas, I don't know if you're on the naughty or nice list, but let's assume you're on the nice list. What toy or figure do you want to be made in 2023? So what's under your Christmas tree? Not in 2 days, but maybe in 367 days. What are some of the things that you're hoping for? And I think you just said what one of them was.
Yeah, definitely. I want we're getting ruthless aggression, badass Undertaker. I want heyday SmackDown Undertaker. I want 2006, 2007 Undertaker with the hat, the cloak, the World Heavyweight title. Give me that Undertaker, that heyday SmackDown. I want I want to run back the 1998 Undertaker. I think they can do him much better than they did in the Ultimate Edition. I think they can make that figure much better than what they did. And what else do I want? And I want a Judgment Day return badass Undertaker.
Ooh, yeah, that'd be nice. That'd be really nice.
If I
On the
had a
motorcycle.
Yeah, that's the one. And if I had to pick an ultimate Undertaker, I want an purple, ultimate purple Undertaker.
This Undertaker on my sweater right
Yeah,
here.
that's who I want. That's who I want as an ultimate edition.
Nice. I think we've talked about most of mine before. We always talk about Mattel Creations funeral parlor set. It's a pipe dream. Boneyard play set. I would love that. Betsy Ross Undertaker. I think you and Alex and I were texting about that. Alex Dorio from Talking Taker talking about the Betsy Ross Survivor Series coat where he opens the coat and there's the Betsy Ross flag in the liner of the coat. I would love to see them do that, even though Taker hated that coat personally. And I think you and I and Alex were texting also about. I know you said there's enough hardcore championship Undertakers out there between Elite 18 and some of the other, the Championship Showdown Series 1 with Jeff Hardy. That basic is kind of from that era. I would love a hardcore Undertaker, like even a 2-pack with Rob Van Dam for Vengeance.
No, I would like a hardcore Undertaker. I would like because Elite 18 has like a lighter brown hair. I would like a darker brown Undertaker with the hardcore
Short hair. Yeah.
and maybe like a different style shirt, or like maybe a chain or a pipe like he had with the Ric Flair Rock feud. Maybe give him like a vest instead of a shirt. Give him like the black vest he wore with like a devil on the back of the vest, and give him like a bandana or a ball cap. That'd be, yeah, they could do so much with that.
That's where I'm at with that hardcore. In my detail, if I want to represent the hardcore championship and I want to buy a Mattel hardcore figure title, and I just don't know. I have Elite 18, and you're right. I think that would work, but he's my undisputed champion. I went all over creation finding that undisputed title with Ruthless Aggression, Brock Lesnar, and I gave the Brock to my son, and I kept the belt for Elite 18 Undertaker to represent that 2002 run that he had. And so I'm like, well, I could buy a hardcore title off eBay. I could put that hardcore title on Elite 18, but then I've got to find an undisputed champion. And like, Elite 55 is Biker Taker, but it's very 2003. It's not
Yeah.
really 2002. And I'm like,
That's
ah,
2003 Lesnar McMahon feud Undertaker. Yeah.
yeah. I'm like, so I do okay. Do I put well, I could get the Jeff Hardy, championship showdown, but that's a basic, and I'm gonna make the basic the undisputed champion and put the belt on a basic. I'm like, oh, I don't know. So that's where I thought, well, maybe I could use the Ruthless Aggression's Wave 4 or whatever you said it was coming out, but that one is short hair and he has a folding chair, so very hardcore. But he comes in jeans, and like I don't
Yeah.
know that he ever did that, but it might be a placeholder until they come out with an Undertaker hardcore.
That's your best hardcore one, I would say.
Yeah, I don't know. If anybody's listening and has
Even though
any,
that's very like mid
I'm open.
2003 Undertaker. That's like John Cena feudish Undertaker.
Yeah, yeah, it's close, and I like the steel chair helps a little bit, but the jeans, I'm like, mm.
And very, very light blue jeans, not dark blue.
Yeah, like old man jeans, like my grandfather's jeans. Like
Yeah.
I'm gonna go work in the garage jeans,
What are they
right?
doing? What are we doing? What are we doing?
Right. Like I'm gonna go shopping at the
Do better,
Kmart Garden
Mattel.
Center. Right.
Do
I'm gonna go
better.
shopping at Kmart Garden Center at 8 in the morning. Those kind of old man jeans.
Yeah. Do better, Mattel. Do better. So
Help
we
us
shall
out.
see what happens around WrestleMania season. That's usually when they try to announce the most Undertaker stuff around WrestleMania season.
That's his time of year.
That's his
Uh,
wheelhouse.
Biggest question before we sign off today.
Go ahead.
Where's the big blue couch, man? Where's the big
We
blue couch?
we upgraded.
Are you serious? No big blue
Yes.
couch? Oh
It's
my gosh.
it's now in the patio.
Okay. Well, at least it's still with us.
It's still with us. It's not gone to the great beyond.
I was just gonna say RIP, let's pour one out for the big blue couch, but but it's still with us, so that's good to know.
Yes. It took you so long to bring it up. I was like, what's he waiting
Yeah.
for? Come on, come on.
Something all night. I was like, man, did he get a new haircut? Is it the shirt? Like something, maybe it's just a
Something's
Christmas
off.
tree. Something's off. And then I was like, man, there's no there's no BBC behind him. Big blue couch. Big blue couch.
Well, on that note, I have no words after that. We look towards the new year and more gimmick matches, and looking forward to what we can hash out in 2023.
Yeah, I'll have a next time we meet up in January, I'll have a baby. So I don't know how we're gonna do it, but we will do it.
Woo!
We will do it somehow, some way. Royal Rumble time.
Awesome.
Yes.
Awesome. Well, we can't do it until you have the new baby.
Yes, baby will be January 10th, ideally, and then
Okay.
you and I usually record in the 20s or maybe the late
Yep.
teens. So it should
We
be.
cannot record next time until you have the baby. So
Right.
that's for all those listening. It may not be until the final week of January, but it's just worth the wait.
We'll schedule a run in, Yeah.
Well, that sounds like a plan to me. And as always, Randy, I want to thank you for taking time out of your day, out of your evening, to join me here for a look back at Undertaker's gimmick matches. Three very interesting ones today with three very different, interesting opponents. And this has been a great year for doing this podcast special. And thank you for always being there. And I want to wish you and your family and everybody listening a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
You too, man. Thanks for having me. It's been a hell of a year. We did more than a year if you count the title ones that we did, the title shows that we did with his title wins. But it's been a heck of a year with the gimmick matches, and I'm not going anywhere as long as you're not going anywhere.
I'm not going anywhere.
I'll be here.
Great. Then Creatures of the Night. We will be back next time. Same taker time, same taker channel, just depending on when Randy's newest arrival decides to come into play. So as always, make sure to subscribe and comment to this YouTube video. Make sure to follow me on Instagram at Collecting Deadman, on Twitter at CollectUpDead. And you've made it this far on the podcast, make sure to subscribe to the podcast as well. And while you're on Twitter, make sure to follow Randy at Pokey's Little Dog as well for your latest updates in horror, Undertaker, and John F. Kennedy.
Yes.
So until next time, creatures of the night, thank you and Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and Happy New Year. Thank you again, Randy.
Thank you.